All right, Troy, Washington's a 4-point home underdog. The total is 43 or 43 and a half, and we know the basic deal with both these teams, right? Miami, a lot of improvements and additions this year. Ryan Tannehill clearly improved last year. Then they add Sue and a bunch of receivers. Weaknesses for Miami, injuries. They're dealing with injuries, and their offensive line does appear to be a weakness. But overall, signs are pointing up, and they're pretty bullish on this year. And then Washington, a team in disarray. It looks like the quarterback situation is going to be the same as years past, kind of juggling a bunch of mediocrity and underachieving for Washington. I'm thinking, though, I was looking at this game, thinking about it, long-term, Kirk Cousins is not the answer to a Super Bowl win for Washington, but he's not that awful in general for a week one game, especially as a home underdog. And I think that as dysfunctional as Washington is, aside from quarterback, they aren't that bad of a team. Miami might need, a little bit of time to gel, especially Tannehill and the new receivers. 4 points as a home underdog is kind of a lot. I'm leading Washington +4 here. What do you think about that, Troy?
Well, you're going against the dream, and I don't blame you for that. I really don't. But in this one, I've got to go with Miami.
Okay.
I think this Miami team is they're prone to make a run. I think the signing of Tannehill, he was paid big dollar, hasn't necessarily won the big games. So I understand why people are a little skeptical of that. But this team really has reloaded not only offensively but defensively. And as you said, you hit it on all notes. This Redskins team, you look at the distractions that this team has had. It is really difficult to overcome it all.
Yeah.
I do know that these guys are NFLs, they're getting paid millions of dollars, but this Washington team does not have a ton of talent. They've lost guys on the defensive side of the ball. They've lost guys on the offensive side of the ball. They don't really have an identity, whether they're a run-first or pass-first team. Now we're going to Kirk Cousins. RG3 still on the roster, but my God, it seems like he's one of the most hated guys around. Just a lot going against Washington and a lot going for Miami, which could be just a beautiful trap game. I understand that, but I gotta put my money on Miami in this one. I think they'll get it done in the nation's capital and get it done. I think they're the better football team, the better coached football team. All the way around, I think they're the better team. I think they get it done here.
But the question is, 4 points, especially for a week one game as a home underdog, is a lot. And the question is just, are the Redskins really that bad for this week? Long term, yes, they're a dysfunctional team. But the question is, are they really that bad here in week one?
I would think they are. I think they're going to be bad all year. I think this is a 3 or 4 win team at best, and that's why I'm siding with Miami. I think Miami would be a huge, huge disappointment for them to drop week one in Washington. I think they're the better team. They'll get it done.
Troy West from allplayswin.com, taking Miami. Currently -4 is the market-wide number. And for me, officially, I'm going to hold off on this one. I'm thinking about Washington, thinking it might be a trap game. But for the purposes of these videos, record-keeping here, I'm not going to give a pick. It's going to be a pass for me. And Troy West going with Miami -4. Tell us a little bit about your long-term record in the NFL.
Hey, thanks, Pete. I appreciate it. Right now, Pete, we're in the midst of a 27-5 run. That is 100% documented since August 1st. That's at bestsportspickstoday.com. We've had a ton of success in the past here in the NFL, not only with SBR videos, but at my website. Come take a look. I truly believe it's a breath of fresh air in this industry, Pete.
Thanks, Troy.